what's up, y'all? So I know today is not Friday, it's Sunday, but it's still the weekend, and I wanted to get in and on the needle before we get into the swing of the new week. So this artist is very controversial. Some people have varying opinions about Kanye West, but I think one thing that a lot of people can agree on is that he's extremely creative, and his music is definitely unique and it stands out. So, with that said, I thought today I would review my favorite album of Kanye West, which is Late Registration. So, for those of you who may not know, maybe a little bit too young, this came out in '05. So, early 2000s is when Kanye West started emerging as his own artist. So he had been producing before then with Jay-Z. A lot of people don't know the Alicia Keys song "You Don't Know My Name." That was produced by Kanye West. So he was really starting to be known on the producer front, and then he just blew up as his own hip hop artist. So the first three albums is when we really see that whole college dropout theme carried over to this second album, Late Registration, and then he did it again with Graduation. Again, this is my favorite one if I have to pick. That little bear was just iconic. It was over everything in the early 2000s. You saw this bear around. So with this vinyl, there are two records. They are heavy, which I can appreciate. Y'all know I love a heavy vinyl. And they're not colored, but you do get this poster of this little bear. I never hung this up, but hey, somebody might want to. And the songwriting credits and things of that nature that are on the back. So whether you love or hate Kanye, let's get into these singles first. So here's a look at the track listing here. Bring it in a little bit closer so y'all can see, refresh your memory on some of these songs. So first of all, Bernie Mac was introducing this album. Bernie Mac, and he's heard throughout the album. Bernie Mac is one of the best comedians ever, in my opinion. When he did Kings of Comedy, he was by far the funniest one out of Steve Harvey and D.L. Hughley and Cedric the Entertainer. That's just my opinion. But Gold Digger with Jamie Foxx, it was a perfect opportunity, I feel like, for both of them, because Jamie Foxx was also really popping off around that time as a solo artist. If you remember, a lot of people like to say that Unpredictable is his debut studio album, but it's really not, because he was making music before then. But Unpredictable was really when Jamie Foxx started to pop off. And this feature only did nothing but fuel his career, in my opinion. Gold Digger was a huge song. I mean, that whole year, I feel like, you have certain songs that are maybe like a song of the summer or something like that, but Gold Digger was popular for well over just a season. So you have that song along, which was huge. And then you have Diamonds from Sierra Leone. That remix featured Jay-Z. That was also a really big song. And the funny thing about it is Touch the Sky with Lupe Fiasco. That one was, I feel like that was kind of a big one too. And Drive Slow, probably more so in the South because it featured Paul Wall. That had more of a Southern flow to it. This album was a bit of a mixed bag, but Gold Digger, as far as singles go, really carried the whole album just from I guess you could say a pop perspective or pop draw, if you will. So some of my other favorite songs, and this album to me really is a no skip, but I love Celebration. I kind of wish that one would have been a single. He didn't have any features on it, but I thought it was witty, it was funny, it really embodies Kanye West, I feel, as an artist. especially when he was in his prime. Heard him say with Adam Levine, Maroon 5. So when I first got the album and I read that, I thought, I don't see Adam Levine and Kanye West partnering. But it was one of those collaborations that I didn't know that I needed, because I feel like his voice married with Kanye West's production was spot on. Another one of my favorites. I think I mentioned Touch the Sky with Lupe Fiasco. My Way Home, Common was on here. Common's best album, in my opinion, is B. And that album was produced pretty much all by Kanye West. Although Kanye West has had a major hand in producing some of Common's other music, but that particular album, I feel like, to me, that's just his best. I love Roses. I love Bring Me Down with Brandy. Her vocals on there are amazing. I feel like I love when they work together, and I really wish they would have done more songs together, because there's something about Kanye West's production that I feel like it really complements the low tones and Brandy's voice. Yeah, love that song. Amazing. I also love Gone with Cameron and Consequence. That's another one of my favorites. Just the whole album, if I'm being honest. Hey Mama was a great one. Really, especially like looking back and knowing the story, like with things that happened with his mom. That album, I feel like, has more significance and more weight in retrospect when you hear it now. But yeah, love this album. Again, you can say what you want about Kanye West, but he has made some classic music, and I feel like Late Registration is the best example from that, or of that, in terms of albums that he's released on his own. So, curious to know, what are your thoughts on Kanye West in general? There's enough where y'all could write a book in the comments about what you think about that. What do you think about him as an artist, as a producer, songwriter? And if you had to rank his studio albums, which one would be your favorite? Maybe it's not Late Registration, maybe it will be one of the other albums, or maybe even one of his collaborative albums. But I'm curious to know what your thoughts are. So leave that in the comments, please. And don't forget to like, of course, comment, and please subscribe. And until next week, peace. Y'all have a good one.